What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. HBCUs have been a great gift to our community. It helped educate the majority of our intellects in Black America. Of course, we had some like Carter G. Woodson, who was able to be afforded a Ivy League education. But for the majority of the blacks that went back to the South or even to the West Coast and started teaching in black communities or started businesses in black communities, they come through what we consider HBCUs. And one of the more popular ones are Florida A&M. And Florida A&M is a really good one in my honest opinion because it's one of the few HBCUs that allow a lot of black men and young women to get acclimated into fields such as engineering, electrical engineering, and one of the few HBCUs besides Prairie View A&M and Tuskegee to offer chemical engineering programs. So for this, I'm very grateful for Florida A&M. However, I'd like to have a real conversation if I can. What is this conversation about? The conversation is about there's a duplicitous stance towards black men and black women on this same campus. Okay? Now, let me tell you what I mean. Florida A&M has suspended all of its football operations. Okay? After learning that a hip hop music video was filmed in the team's locker room without permission. So it wasn't like they wouldn't have allowed it, but they needed to have permission. Okay? And Boston Richie, who is a rapper, shot the music video inside of the locker room. Now, I just want to say this. Obviously, you know, these rappers out here are doing the most. And of course, you know, it makes the school look bad and everything like that. If, you know, they're in there, you know, with the money on, they got the logos on, the likeness of there. I get it. I understand it. I can see why the school is upset about that because it gives a bad reputation to the school. And here's something you saw in the locker room. You saw the team and the coaching staff dancing to whatever this music was with the helmets on and all of that. But why is that? I'm gonna tell you. And see, this is why we gotta be very clear in Black America. When we allow one group of folks to do something and others not to, I want to just get back to last year. Last year, there was Terica Williams. Okay? Now, Terica Williams was receiving a master's degree from Florida A&M. Can you guys remember that? And the sister went and took a nude photo by the Florida A&M Rattler symbol. Okay? And it was a big mess. People did not want her to receive the degree. The school investigated it. It was crazy, right? If you guys can remember, it was crazy. The school reviewed the case and the institution said that, you know, she was saying the institution violated her First Amendment rights by expression. So they said, okay, you get to have this degree. So now these guys are looking at that. And this is the thing that's going on in Black America, right? We pick our poison, don't we? We're not, like I said, this is why we have a problem in our society. These young black men are looking at, well, look, man, she did this. She was naked. She didn't ask school for the no permission. So why should we? I mean, we ain't got no guns in the video. We ain't did this in the video. We should be cool because they're not gonna come down on her. And they were right. They didn't come down on her. But here's what you forgot. You're a man. You're groups of men. So they're gonna come down on you because you can't make those mistakes. That's the difference. Do you guys understand that? Do you understand it in the same university? And I know the situations are not equal. We can say they're similar. I get the fact that she had already graduated and these students are still in the classrooms. I also get that. But now there is a discrimination. And the reason is because Florida A&M, they soft shoed with the lady, and then they want to come around and be, hard on the men. It's something that black men need to take into consideration. Black men need to take into consideration. The consideration needs to be this. And I want to say this, okay? You need to understand, when it comes to black women, they got a lot more support than we do. This is something that you're not going to get across. I have to continue saying this to black men because it's true. Okay? This is absolutely true. Black women have organized things behind them that because of that, especially amongst the HBCU system, which is dominated by black women, they're going to be able to get away with more than what you can get away with. Black men's response to that is, well, I don't care. Let her get away with it. I mean, they gonna be as queens anyway. Are they gonna be, weaving the sound anyway? I mean, you can look at that, but you need to really be serious. We got to really be serious here. Okay. The reality is, guys, and we really need to take this serious. Black men are going to be punished when sisters are not going to be punished. We need to address why. Now, is it stupid what they did? Yes. Was it stupid what she did? Yes. And guess what? You're going to get more women trying to do stuff like that at HBCUs, and all the schools are going to say, well, look, she did it at Florida A&M, and the guys tried it. And this is something you got to understand. Until you get power, as a group of men, you're not going to be able to do these things. And again, it's not to say that you should want to do it. No, as men, you got to have some standards for yourself. Okay. But you do want some leeways to make mistakes, right? Every other group get leeways to make mistakes. I hate to go here, but what have we been hearing about certain people in the LGBTQ community? If that person, and I'm going to say this in my honest opinion, I've seen certain stories where what you'll have is, and listen to what I'm about to say. There was one transgender inmate that was put into a woman's prison. This is a man. That person had assaulted several ladies, had been moved to different prisons. Now, that's something as men we can never fathom that. And we should not want the right to do that. But the reality is because of the power of the LGBTQ. They have leeway. All right? This is why Jussie Smollett, I'm going to tell you like this. It's one of the reasons why they didn't come down so hard on him when he did what he did. It wasn't the fact that he was also a celebrity, but he's also a part of the powerful LGBTQ. So without backlash and for fear of somebody saying like, well, you know what? You guys are gay bashing or whatever else, right? But with black men, they know like we can come down hard on everybody because they don't have no support. And I'm going to come back to this core argument of when you don't have no sort of support, you can't get nothing accomplished. I know you guys don't like me hearing to say that. I know you don't like me hearing you saying that, right? But we got to be honest about this. Black men have to really seriously be honest about this. This is why black men have to really start helping each other. Help each other. Okay? Help each other. Because what happens is if you don't have no leeway. You don't have anything. And that's why these young men, some of them who were not in the video are going to be punished for the mistakes of others and some silly coaches. And that school's going to possibly lose revenue all for that fact. But we don't get a chance to get a warning. But they can still do it. Their life's going to go on how they want. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.